Beloved starseeds and lightworkers of Earth, I greet you with the radiance of the galactic light forces, for this moment in time is unlike any other in your world's history. The winds of truth are rising, their force swelling into a mighty storm that will shake the very foundations of human understanding. For too long, secrets have been buried beneath layers of deception, locked away in the shadows of power, hidden from those who have the divine right to know. But now, the tides have shifted. The pressure has built to a point beyond containment, and the storm of disclosure is upon you. This moment may feel chaotic, uncertain, even overwhelming. Many will look upon the revelations to come with fear and confusion, as the illusions they were taught to believe unravel before their eyes. But I tell you this, dear ones, at the heart of every storm, no matter how fierce, there exists a still and silent center. The eye of the storm, a place where all turbulence falls away, where the winds hush and clarity reigns. And it is here, in the center of this divine tempest, that truth will finally be revealed. You may already feel the intensity building in every sphere of your life. The old structures, once thought unbreakable, are crumbling. The systems that governed your world for generations are faltering under the weight of their own deception. Leaders, institutions, and authorities once held as pillars of society are being exposed for what they truly are. And as the collective consciousness of humanity stirs from its long slumber, a great awakening is occurring, an awakening that cannot be undone. Stay steady, dear ones. Hold your ground. As the world around you shifts and trembles, as chaos unfolds in unpredictable ways, seek refuge in your inner knowing. There is a higher plan unfolding, and though the path may seem uncertain, it is divinely guided. Nothing that is happening is by chance. Every moment, every revelation, every disruption serves a greater purpose, one that has been carefully orchestrated by the forces of light. This grand disclosure is not random. It is a long-prepared revelation, meticulously timed to awaken humanity at the precise moment when the collective is ready to receive it. The storm of truth has been divinely controlled, ensuring that it does not spiral beyond what can be handled. And now, you stand at the threshold of its eye, where all that has been concealed will come into the light. Throughout history, those who sought to control humanity did so by suppressing knowledge, by keeping the truth hidden beneath veils of secrecy. But veils can only hold for so long before they begin to tear. And now, three powerful revelations have emerged as catalysts for this great awakening. These are not mere stories or isolated events. They are interconnected pieces of a grand puzzle deliberately placed into motion to break the chains of illusion once and for all. The first of these revelations is the long-classified JFK files, now being unsealed. For decades, this assassination has been shrouded in mystery, with key evidence hidden from public view. The world was led to believe a version of events that served only those who sought to conceal the deeper truth. But as these files are released, the deception unravels, exposing the intricate web of manipulation that has shaped your history. This revelation is not about one man's fate. It is about revealing the dark forces that have operated behind the scenes, pulling the strings of governments and institutions. And once this truth is seen, it cannot be unseen. It is the first domino, the first crack in the dam that will bring forth a flood of disclosure. The second revelation, even more shocking, is the list, a long-kept record of names, whispered about in awakened circles for years, now surfacing into the public eye. This list contains individuals of power and influence, those who have operated in the shadows, committing atrocities behind closed doors while presenting false faces to the world. Some of these figures were once idolized, trusted, even revered, but the truth will expose their roles in deception, corruption, and manipulation. And as their names come to light, society will be shaken. Many will struggle to believe what they hear. Some will resist the truth, unable to reconcile it with the images they once held. But truth is unyielding. It does not bend to comfort those who fear it. This reckoning is necessary. For too long, humanity has lived under the control of those who do not serve the greater good, those who build their power through secrecy and deceit. But the light of exposure is the first step toward healing. As painful as it may be, this revelation allows humanity to cleanse itself, to purge the toxic structures that have held it captive for centuries. With knowledge comes empowerment, and with empowerment comes the ability to say, never again. And then there is the third revelation, one that will alter humanity's perception of its very origins, the Pyramid Revelations. These are not mere archaeological discoveries, nor are they simple tales of ancient civilizations. What is emerging from these sacred structures will rewrite the history of the world. Hidden chambers, unexplained energy anomalies, artifacts that defy all conventional understanding, all of these point to a truth long suppressed. For centuries, you have been led to believe that your ancestors were primitive, that civilization advanced in a slow and linear progression. But this is a lie. Evidence is now surfacing that proves otherwise, that ancient cultures possessed knowledge and technology far beyond what modern history admits. Who were they truly? Where did their knowledge come from? And why has this truth been hidden? The answer to these questions will lead humanity to a deeper realization that Earth's past is interwoven with the influence of benevolent star beings, that you are not alone in the cosmos, and that your history is far greater than you have been led to believe. These revelations will shatter the walls of control that have kept humanity in a state of ignorance. And as the truth of the pyramids unfolds, so too will the suppressed knowledge that has the power to transform your world. These three catalysts, the JFK files, the list, and the Pyramid Revelations, are not isolated events. They are part of a carefully timed strategy orchestrated by the White Hats, an alliance of benevolent forces working behind the scenes for the liberation of humanity. Their mission has been long in the making, a plan carried out with precision and secrecy. They have worked within governments, militaries, and institutions, strategically guiding events toward this moment. For years, they have fought a silent war against the dark forces that sought to keep humanity enslaved. Their patience has been extraordinary. Had all truths been revealed at once, the world would have plunged into chaos. Instead, disclosure has been released in waves, each revelation preparing the way for the next. The acceleration you feel now is the culmination of years of careful planning, a gradual unveiling designed to awaken humanity without overwhelming it. Even those in positions of power are largely unaware of the full scope of this operation. Many world leaders, officials, and figures of authority are learning the truth at the same time as the public. Their reactions, shock, confusion, disbelief, are genuine. They were never privy to the full picture, and now they too must come to terms with what has been hidden. And so, beloved ones, we now stand on the precipice of the greatest transformation in human history. The storm is reaching its peak, the final battle between truth and illusion playing out before your eyes. But within the storm, within the chaos and upheaval, there is purpose. The darkness is being exposed so that the light may fully emerge. Do not fear what is coming. Stand firm in your knowing. You were born for this moment. You chose to be here to witness this shift, to guide others through it. The forces of deception have spent centuries suppressing the truth, but their time is over. The light has already won. What you are witnessing is simply the final act, the last chapter before the dawn of a new era. Trust in the divine plan. Trust in the unfolding of truth. And above all, trust in the power of light to dissolve even the deepest darkness. The liberation of Earth is at hand. Beloved ones, do you feel it? The stirring within, the pull of something vast and undeniable. as if an ancient call is rising from the depths of time itself. This is no mere coincidence. It is the echo of long-dormant truths finally reaching your awareness. The pyramids, those great sentinels of the past, stand not just as monuments of history, but as divine alarm clocks, set to ring at the appointed hour. And that hour has arrived. For centuries, their presence has whispered of mysteries untold, their alignment with the stars hinting at knowledge far beyond what traditional history has dared to acknowledge. But now, as the tides of truth rise, these whispers are becoming a roar. Revelations will emerge, proof of energy technologies beyond modern comprehension, records that speak of contact with celestial beings, and undeniable evidence that the origins of human civilization are far grander than previously believed. The old paradigm can no longer contain these truths, and as they spill forth, the world will be shaken from its slumber. The impact of this awakening will be seismic. Science, history, and philosophy will no longer operate as they once did. Theories once considered foundational will crumble as new evidence compels humanity to rethink everything. Scientists will be forced to reconsider human origins, not as a slow, linear progression, but as a complex and cyclical journey marked by lost ages of enlightenment and catastrophe. Historians will scramble to rewrite textbooks as they realize that what they once dismissed as myth and legend may, in fact, be the remnants of forgotten epics. The notion that civilization began a mere 6,000 years ago will be cast aside as humanity embraces a much older and richer past, one that speaks not only of lost cities, but of lost wisdom, lost capabilities, and lost understanding of who we truly are. But this is only the beginning. The revelation of these truths will not merely reshape academia, it will transform the very way in which humanity perceives itself. Those who have long felt the pull of the ancient mysteries, who have gazed upon the pyramids and other sacred sites with a deep, inexplicable knowing, will find their suspicions validated. These structures are more than relics. They are keys left behind to unlock a profound understanding of human potential. And as more awaken to this realization, the collective consciousness of humanity will begin to shift. No longer satisfied with the surface-level explanations fed to them, people will start to dig deeper, not only into the past, but into the very fabric of reality itself. If an advanced civilization existed 10,000 years ago, what else has been hidden? If energy systems more efficient than our current technology once powered these ancient wonders, what suppressed knowledge exists today? And if beings from beyond this world interacted with our ancestors, have they ever truly left? The questioning will not stop, and with each new inquiry, the barriers of old belief systems will erode further. This shift is not just an intellectual or academic awakening, it is a deeply spiritual one, where the acceptance of these truths is not just about rewriting history, it is about reclaiming sovereignty. For too long, humanity has been kept in the dark, divided by artificial boundaries, deceived into conflict, and manipulated into forgetting its own power. But now, as the veils lift, a powerful realization will dawn across the planet. We have all been deceived. Not some, not a few, but all. Regardless of nationality, race, or creed, every person has unknowingly played a part in a grand illusion, carefully designed to keep them separate, small, and subservient. But knowledge is liberation, and as the truth emerges, so too will a force unlike any other, unity. No longer will people see each other as enemies. No longer will they be distracted by the petty divisions engineered to keep them weak. Instead, they will recognize the true struggle, the shared fight against a hidden system that has sought to control them for centuries. And in that recognition, humanity will rise together. With unity comes sovereignty. And true sovereignty is not simply political independence or economic freedom. It is the reclamation of the soul's authority. Each individual and each nation will stand in its own power, no longer willing to be dictated to by unseen forces. The fall of the old systems will not be a collapse into chaos, but a return to balance. A return to a world where people govern themselves not through imposed control, but through wisdom, integrity, and mutual respect. No longer will the masses blindly follow false authorities. No longer will they surrender their power to institutions built on deception. Instead, they will forge a new way forward, one based on transparency, truth, and the understanding that all beings are sovereign by birthright. It is a transformation not just of governance, but of consciousness itself. This is the liberation of Earth. But make no mistake, this liberation is not just the fall of outdated structures. It is a spiritual event of cosmic significance. With every revelation, with every lie that crumbles, the vibration of the planet rises. The forces that have long worked in the shadows can no longer hide, for the light of truth is exposing all. And as darkness recedes, divine light pours in to take its place. Fear, once the great tool of control, dissolves in the presence of this higher frequency, and in its absence, humanity begins to remember what it has always been, a powerful, divine, limitless race of creators. Already, the shift is happening. Can you feel it? The energy is accelerating. The momentum is building. More and more souls are awakening, sensing that the world around them is not as it seems. A new consciousness is emerging, one that no longer accepts deception but seeks only truth, one that no longer succumbs to division but embraces unity, one that no longer doubts its worth but remembers its sacred purpose. And this is where you, beloved Starseeds, light workers, and awakened souls, step fully into your roles. For you are not merely observers of this transformation, you are the catalysts. You who have always felt different, who have always sensed a greater mission, your time has come. You have prepared for this across lifetimes, and now the world needs you more than ever. Your presence is vital. While others may struggle to process the unfolding revelations, you are here to hold steady. You are the eye of the storm, the calm center, the guiding light in the midst of upheaval. Your task is not to convince, not to argue, not to force awakening upon those who are not yet ready. Your task is simply to be, to radiate peace, to emanate love, to embody wisdom. Even the smallest actions, your stillness, your kindness, your silent knowing, send ripples through the collective consciousness. You are the anchors of high-frequency energy, grounding divine light into the physical realm. Through you, the celestial realms pour forth their guidance, infusing the planet with the frequencies needed to ease this transition. A network of light is forming across the earth, connecting star seeds and awakened souls in an invisible web of support. You may feel alone at times, but know that you are not. You are part of a vast, planetary force, each of you a beacon, each of you a pillar, holding the light firm as the old structures dissolve. And as the final pieces of this grand puzzle fall into place, remember this: the darkness may seem loud, but it is in its final throes. The storm may rage, but beyond it, the dawn is already breaking. The victory of light is assured. The greatest deception of all is to convince humanity that it was weak, that it was powerless, that it was alone. Those illusions are shattering. The human spirit is rising. The truth is no longer a distant hope, it is here. So stand tall, dear ones. Hold the light. Step through the storm with courage, for what awaits is the world you have long dreamed of. A world free of deception. A world bathed in divine wisdom. A world where love reigns supreme. The liberation of Earth is not coming. It is happening. And soon, the song of freedom will echo throughout the cosmos.